Hi, this is an introduction to week 11 for This Way Up, the workbook. I'm Patti Clark, author of This Way Up. And this week is an important week, week 11, because it's all about sandwiching your day, is the way that I put it. Sandwiching your day is about setting an intention first thing in the morning, focusing your attention in the middle of the day, and then what you remember as you're going to sleep at night. So we'll start with intention. Setting an intention first thing in the morning is extremely important. It doesn't have to be a big deal. It doesn't have to be hard. It's just as you're getting up, thinking about something you want to achieve, or whether you just want it to be a good day or a relaxing day or a productive day or a day of harmony. Just thinking of an idea that's setting the intention of what you're wanting to manifest for that day, how you want that day to be. And that's all. It doesn't have to be a big deal at all. And thinking about that and setting it as you go forward. Attention during the day is a little bit more complicated, but it doesn't have to be hard. Basically, what you're doing is you're using a lot of the tools that you've been working on for the past 11 weeks. So the things that you've been working on in the quick scans from weeks 1 through 10. And if you're unsure about how to replace negative self-talk, go back to week 1 and look at that very first video that I did that talked about replacing negative self-talk, replacing that negative chatter, because that's what paying attention is. It's about what are you paying attention to? Are you noticing how you're catching all the red lights? Are you noticing how people are boring you? Are you noticing that you're cold and that the weather's rotten and you don't feel good? Or are you noticing how people have been really respectful and kind to you today? Have you noticed that people have been smiling at you more? Because they're both happening. Both of those things happen throughout the day. It depends on where your attention is and what you're noticing. And then also about what kind of self-talk you're having. Or is your mind full of negative chatter, telling yourself that you're doing it wrong, that you're running late, that things aren't going well? Or are you focused on it will all get done? Things are happening easily and effortlessly. So paying attention to what kind of chatter you have in your head and what you're paying attention to throughout your day. And then finally, M for I am, intention, attention, and memory. M is for memory. What are you remembering at the end of the day? In terms of your memory, are you one of the things I talk about in the book and something that's been well documented is don't watch the news before you go to sleep. Don't read a scary book before you go to sleep. Don't focus on something that's going to cause you to be anxious as you're going to sleep. It's really important to be in a really peaceful, stress-free mode as you're going to sleep. And then when you're thinking back on the day, what are you remembering? Did you have an argument with someone? Did things get left undone? Just decide, almost like setting an intention as you go to sleep, decide that you'll take care of it in the morning. Decide that things can get fixed in the morning. And if it's really in your head going around and around and you're feeling like that hamster wheel, write it down. Take it out of your head, write it down on a piece of paper, and by writing it down, you're externalizing it so it's not going around and around in your head. I am is very important. There's been so much written about it, that sound, that deeper meaning of I am. And if you're unsure of all of the sacred text and the sacred meaning behind it, do Google it. There's much more there than I can tell you on this short video, but it is powerful. And each day when you're talking about it and you're saying, I am going to the store, I am doing something, let it remind you to be fully present within yourself. I am. Take a breath and then think, what's my intention today? What am I paying attention to today? What am I going to remember at the end of the day? What's my memory? I am. And keep that focused throughout this week. And as always, I would love to hear from you. So please do let me know how this is going. You can write to me from my website, thiswayupbook.com, or directly on my email, thiswayupbook@gmail.com. Until next time, thanks.